Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. We are rambling, and it's a big day, the 20th. Besides somebody's birthday, happy birthday. We do have, let me see if I get this right because I am not an astrologer. Although I did take a course, I just couldn't get it through my head. I have to relook at it. We have, hang on, Saturn conjunct Neptune in Aries. And I got mixed up because I was going Neptune conjunct Saturn. So for all you astrologers out there, does that matter? If you have Saturn conjunct Aries, what if you flip it around? Does it matter? Terminology wise? Probably so. But it's the 0 degrees Aries, Saturn conjunct Neptune, 0 degrees Aries. So that 0 degrees Aries, that conjunction hasn't happened for like 7,000 years. And even though there are some people that have different points of view on actually when that last happened, one of the things that I pulled up was the date that the wheel was invented. And this is a monumental shift in awareness. And so I just like to think, how are we reinventing the wheel? I think that's pretty exciting. What are we doing to reinvent the wheel? Now, whether that's true or not with, the actual time, what are we doing to reinvent our lives, our places right here? I don't know. But we are going through some big awarenesses. Some of the news today was the Supreme Court told Trump no tariffs. And I just saw the headline, so I'm not really sure what that means. I did see Newsom saying, hey, you should give everybody money back. And I'm thinking to myself, right in front of the midterms, is that such a good idea? I don't know. I don't know how that'll play out. We'll see. We'll throw a spread on it. And I don't know if I can get anything clear on it, but we'll try. The other thing was Prince Andrew. Oh my gosh. He's sitting in that car and he's like zombie looking and he's got a red eye. So last Tuesday, we did a journey to Egypt, and you can find that on my other channel. It was really, really powerful. It's Danny Shea Journey. It's underneath this video. And we went there, and so many people got activations from that journey. And when I was there, I'm listening. So the very beginning of the video has I chat about all the energies that's going on at this time, and try to drop us out of our 3D lives in getting ready to go to this meditation journey to Egypt. And then we go to Egypt, and then for like 20 minutes, and then people talk about their experiences. And, this is all for our own personal awareness. It's our direct revelation of what we get. But some of these people were getting wild stuff, and I go, I want that. I didn't get any of that. I want that. But the next day and this morning, I'm still picking up energy from it. And it's really powerful. So if you want to see what you get from that, please go over there. I'm almost to like 900 subscribers on that channel. It's kind of fun. It's like starting all over again. Very cool. Anyway, we talked about getting back to Andrew. I know I'm rambling, so I'm a little, this is what Fridays are all about. Andrew had that red light in his eye, that zombie thing. And I went, oh, he is facing a period in his life where he needs to start all over again. He doesn't know where he's going. And it feels like that is where we are going in this new awareness. When the regular star gets in front of the Sphinx, we're at a crossroads, and there's a lot of prophecies that go with it. I'm not going to get into that, but feels like we're at a crossroads, and we can take the high road, we can take the low road. Feels like he needs to decide what road he wants to take. So anyway, I just thought that, I don't know if that made any sense to anybody else, the red star of Andrew and the red star in front of the Sphinx. That's just where my brain went. All right, speaking of where my brain went, say hello to Psychic Duck, everybody. Hello, everybody. What do you think of this energy? Oh, I'm loving it. Really? Yeah. I just like swimming and bobbing in the duck pond. All right, swimming and bobbing. Let's see what the decks I have on my deck. Shaman's Dream, Wild Unknown, and Light Seer's Tarot. I just want to look at the energy with the Shaman's Dream and see if it can give us any kind of insight in where we're going, because for me, I feel like there is so much unknown. And to be okay with that is good, I think. It's scary as hell, but I think it's good. I think we are getting into a level of comfort with the unknown. I don't know, is that right? Am I feeling that right? Well, for me, I am, so that's good. Anybody else feeling that? It's like, we've torn down all of what we thought we needed for protections. And I'll talk a little bit about the federal lands that are opening up to being mined again up in Wisconsin, I think, and all over. It's just like in the EPA. Oh, yeah. Let's just see if how long that's going to go, if I can get a read on time there. But it feels like all of our what we thought we had to protect us is stripped away, and we're starting all over again. And I feel okay with it, weirdly. Let's see what the Shaman's Dream has to say as we drop into this energy. Let me clear a little bit here. So I've been using some sage smudging more and more. I wonder why. And I got this smokeless smudge. And I have a couple of bottles. One's in a plastic bottle, but this one it's a glass bottle. I like that way better. But, okay. Here we go. Shaman's Dream. I don't know why I said that. Shaman's Dream. What are we creating at this time? Spiritual narcolepsy. What? Falling angel, spiritual narcolepsy. I'm going to have to. Dream thief, refusal of the call. Ooh, look at that. Scary. Refusal of the call. This is kind of interesting. Where am I going with this? Stranger. Curiosity. Well, we feel, for me, and I'm just going to read on me on this because but it feels like that we're walking into this land and it's like this huge unknown. But the falling angel and spiritual narcolepsy, I don't understand that. The falling angel, I certainly have to question that in my own self, and I don't think this is the time to do it because it'll take me too long to run through it. But the other thing that I thought of was our spiritual leaders falling. Deepak Chopra, not that he was ever my spiritual leader. There was a Substack article by somebody, and I can't remember her name, but she was Louise Hay's author, and she was talking about all the backstabbing and just the weirdness and the I'll just leave it at that. Just the weirdness of being in that group, in that they're not all higher vibe people all the time. Well, number one, they can't be because they're just humans. But what's going on with Deepak Chopra? I mean, it's disgusting, and those of you who've been with me for a while know that that I was raised Catholic. Altar boys, and I think to myself, well, you were an altar boy. Good thing nothing happened to you. And then I think back and I go, I can't remember a lot of me being an altar boy. Ruh-roh. I don't think anything happened. But so let's move on to this card. Refusal of the call. There is so much energy here, and we are all being called to step up. So I was reading, somebody sent me an email, and they said they hadn't picked up their dowsing rods in a while. They stopped. Yeah, pick them up. Pick them up. Refusal of the call. We are all part of this matrix. So, and I like this card, the Stranger, the Curiosity, because when we dropped into Egypt, it's all about being curious. It's all about using your imagination. And people are going, yeah, did we make this up? And I even asked during the show, after I go, is anybody on drugs here? Because it seems like we're all on drugs. That this is just wild. And nobody was on drugs. It was just using our imaginations, using our being curious, and allowing our guides, our angels, our Egyptian deities and guides to come through and speak to us. Loved it. All right, let's dig into some of the news. Let's look at the Supreme Court that first came up. So one of the things that I had on my list, I do have a list, I'm trying to be more focused. One of the things that I did have on my list is, why isn't anybody talking about the deficit? Pumpkinhead is just skyrocketing our deficit. It's like money it doesn't matter to him. He keeps throwing it around like he's making it. All right. Row. Just saying. Oh, let me put this out there in case I didn't, for entertainment only. Lori, Sheila and I, Lori and brother Steve, we had a great show yesterday, and Sheila got slapped by YouTube for showing the devil picture and holding it up too long and with the naked parts. And YouTube said, you need to have sensitivity training or something. So she had to go take a 20-minute course. Come on, YouTube. Okay. Yeah, they took the video down immediately, and it was all a high vibe video. It was all about this energy that we're feeling today. So let's look into the Supreme Court telling Trump he can't do his tariffs. And I just saw the headline. I really haven't dug into it that much. So I don't know all the details. So as we learn more details, this reading will become more clear. So, but I'm wondering where, if he has to give this money back, is that going to shoot our deficit up even higher? And why aren't the Republicans talking about the deficit? They're the ones that are always high and mighty about, we need to rein this in. Hey, Chip Roy, if you're watching, do you think Chip Roy watches me and Psychic Doug? Chip, what the hell is going on with the deficit? Why are you guys spending so much money? Okay. Supreme Court ruled against Trump's tariffs. Let's see if I can make sense out of this. Let's drop it down. Ooh. Okay, let's drop it down. Let's move some cards out of the way. So we have the Seven of Swords. This is usually somebody going in, stealing something. Fox has one eye opened on this. So it doesn't feel like it's over yet. It feels like the Seven of Swords came in and took Trump's tariffs away, but yeah, Trump's going, yeah, come on, I'm not done yet. We have the Six of Cups going back to he's got more roots, he's got more things going on. But this is normally a card of going back to innocence, but this is, to me, this is tapping into your roots, into your multicolored roots. So there's more things that it looks like this tree is dark, but no, there's some other things going on underneath here. Father of Cups. It's my Joe Biden card. Somebody that's bringing more. Whoa, sorry. I just saw my camera sliding down into my lap. There you go. Better, Cheddar. Father of Cups, yeah. Then we have, in the past, Son of Wands. This is about, so this page of a Knight of Wands here is bringing forth some information. This was in the past, so I think the Supreme Court got some information. Here's the government. Here's the Supreme Court, the Hierophant, bringing forth a new stick, the Ace of Wands. This is my Bam Bam card. It's like, pay attention or I'm going to smack you over the head with this real hard. They did, I think. And we get the Four of Swords, internal position. This is my Minor Arcana Death card. This is retreat, sickness. But in this deck, there is something about that lamb and the third eye lighten up. Externally, it's going to cause a lot of chaos, a lot of abuse of power. They're going to, I think the current regime, the fascist regime, let's call it for what it is. Did you see Pumpkinhead has his picture on the DOJ, big drop? I'm like, oh my, how are any of the Republicans okay with that? because they just want to own us? Come on. Own the libs. Here we go again. 5 of Cups. Loss. Sadness. Okay. And the final outcome. This is good. Star of Hope. I will steal somebody else's interpretation for this, the best of democracy. And then we have it right next to the government. Best of democracy, clarified by, we are so in the weeds. 10 of Wands. In the thicket of things. And then we get the legal action. The Father of Swords, the King of Swords. So this is the government, this is the Supreme Court. So the government is stumbling with my words here. What is the government right now? Well, right now, it's a fascist government. So Pumpkinhead and his minions, the bald guy, he's creepy as hell, is being reined in by the Father of Swords. So it feels like this is going to be in the works right now. A lot of chaos, a lot of abuse of power, but the final outcome is the best of democracy worked. You don't think the Supreme Court these days is the best of democracy, though. At least I don't. That's just me. All right, let's take a look at so we looked at that. How does the world look at this? Let's just pull 3 cards. Well, they're celebrating. They're going, yeah, but there's still like, you could just feel them going, well, we can't trust anything that comes out of the U.S. anymore. So they'll change it. It'll be different. We'll still get screwed. So we're not playing that game anymore. Except the people who will give Trump $1 billion for peace. Oh, God. All right. Let's, I don't know the other question I want to ask there. But since we're in the government, let's go take a canoe ride, shall we? So, Pumpkinhead and his administration, they're opening their EPA be damned. It doesn't matter if we have clean air, clean water. It doesn't matter. Teddy Roosevelt's great-grandson or something is writing senators. Teddy Roosevelt writing, yes. His grandson is writing letters to senators going, what the hell is going on? You're taking public lands that people use and enjoy and recreate on, and sometimes I don't agree with all the recreation that goes on. My neighbor's going snowmobiling. That's one of the ones that I'm not a big fan of. Now, I do like the cross-country skiing when I was a younger man. But, oh my gosh, in Tahoe, they had those cross-country skiers that got caught up in an avalanche. Oof. Yikes. Yikes. I don't know. I don't know if that's the way that I would want to go. I want to go underwater. Just drop me in the water. Put me in the river. Who's singing that? Did anybody say Talking Heads? No. Okay. So I want to look at this wilderness area that is being mined. When I first started this channel, I went to Oak Flats, and I went to do some prayers and ceremonies, and I ended up just being there pretty much by myself and my younger brother. And because everybody went to Washington to try to talk to Congress to say, hey, leave us alone. It was the Rio Tinto mine. So, you know, when Pumpkinhead is saying, you know, keep America, America, and let's have U.S. businesses in the U.S., but here in this Canoe Wilderness area up in, do I have it? Dang, I don't have the state. I think it's Minnesota. It could be Wisconsin. But they're allowing mining upstream from the boundary waters in the Canoe Area Wilderness. It's a vast preserve of glacial lakes, boreal forest crisscrossed by canoe routes and hiking trails. And mosquitoes. Mosquitoes as big as eagles. And okay. And so Roosevelt is his grandkids, his family is telling the senators, "Come on, guys, you need to protect these lands." You know, and one of the things that when I go camping, everybody's out there. We're all the same. We're all enjoying nature to one extent of another. Some, you know, yeah. You know, I like it peace and quiet. I like the quiet instead of the gun ranges and the machines running, you know, the quads and all that. But still, there was a time when I would be doing that. But so is our wilderness going to be protected? Are we going to reverse these open mining companies? Are we going to reverse foreign mining companies coming into the U.S. to mine on Forest Service lands, public lands? And let me just open it up. Are we going to protect our public lands? Little oak tit is right down in front of my window, looking up at me. Please, please protect us. All right. I don't know. Yeah. We have the Nine of Wands. This is kind of a protection card in a way. If you want to get up, climb those stairs, you got a lot of things you've got to get around to get up there. It's treacherous. Are they going to protect it? Nine of Wands is still standing, still being, you know, even though you've got all these wands around you. Yeah. This is the card that got Lori slapped into YouTube school. I use a different one. I don't know. Are they gonna like wag their finger at me because I put the devil's feet to the fire? So maybe that's a good sign, right? That Pumpkinhead, that's one of my cards for him. His feet is being put to the fire, that they're saying, hell no. Six of Pentacles. It's still, I'm going to throw these and then we're going to talk about it. I think it's going to be okay, but still, it's not It's not all lovers. So that was in hopes and fears. So yeah, we have a ways to go. We got to put the devil's feet to the fire, burn them up, get it hot, call your senators, 5 apps call. This is the 6 of Pentacles, giving and receiving. So that's at the base of this. Is he making a lot of money off of this? Probably, but there needs to be a balance in our resources that I'm not seeing here. We have the 10 of Cups, which is my Democratic card, and then we have the 10 of Pentacles, which is my Republican family card. So Democratic family, more liberal, more conservative. They are in the same spread. We have to work together with them on this. Right now, we have the 5 of Wands, and we're just too divided on it. We can't see past our individual idea, which I understand. I get it. I do not see their point of view where they can just strip mine. I mean, mining lithium, it just, the pollution, I don't get it. I'm one of these lone sticks here. Okay. We get the Daughter of Pentacles in the internal place. This is a new project that we get. Externally, we need to kind of pause this. We need to and shine the light on what is really happening to our environment. The love that we have for our environment. And Psychic Duck is all about this, right? Yeah. And then we have the 3 of Pentacles. Working at the base of the mountain to come together. We got a mountain to climb, but the base of the mountain, and I look at this and I go, oh, are they mining down there? Is that what they're doing? We have legal action with the Ace of Swords, and we have the Emperor fighting the new legal action. I'm just going to keep going with this a little bit, but we are going on a new journey. This is the time we're in right now, and we have strength. Or is the Emperor going on a new journey with strength? I don't think so. Magic. A lot of times I call him, he is, the Magician card because he's always slipping. He's always saying, look over there. But in this deck, I don't get it so much because I see that Sword of Truth really prominent in this. And then it drops me to the Cup. So, yeah, you could read this a different way. But you have the infinity symbol that I'm seeing. I think this is him. I think he's upside down. He's hanged. Is he looking at something from a different point of view? I don't think so. I just think that he is upside down. I think he's being hung out to dry. And that bat had really red eyes, like Andrew. Okay. Maybe it's this time. So, what else do I want to look at? I think I want to look at Andrew, and then I'm probably going to be done with this. Because I think this was a pretty big deal. And I am going to use my Andrew Light Seers Tarot. And in this, it was a big deal for him. Right? There's going to be more big deals coming up too, not just with him, but new revelations going on. So with this investigation, did they charge him? Oh, hang on, let me double check. Yes, I had to look it up. Yes, he was arrested. Arrested for selling secrets. And I thought, wow. I wonder where he kept those secrets. Do you think he kept them in a bathroom? Do you think? All right. So Prince Andrew is, and Lori and Sheila and I read on this yesterday a little bit, I think. But it feels like if other leaders are being prosecuted and called out. So with Andrew, it's not about the Epstein files. It's about him selling secrets to other leaders. And so they're going to go, what secrets did you sell? And then they're going to go, well, did you sell them? Was there a transaction? Was there money? Now we're getting into the money thing of it. And the money thing, follow the money. Follow the money. So, Prince Andrew, if we follow the money with Prince Andrew, will it lead to the U.S.? Will it lead to the U.S.? I'm using my Light Seers Tarot for this one. I should be using my Deviant Moon deck, but that'll really get me in trouble with YouTube. All right, let's drop it along. Let's drop it along. There we go, Two of Pentacles. If we follow the money, will it lead to the U.S.? Two of Pentacles, balancing money, balancing pentacles in kind of a rough sea normally, but this looks like it's a desert. Nobody's coming to help. It's just, he is alone. Queen of Swords, legal, female legal, Two of Swords. He's at a crossroads. You think? He's got to figure this out. What is going up? He's getting all tied up in things. And it feels like with this card is that, you know, if he says one thing, it's going to tie him in a knot in another area. And then he's going to say another thing to try to unknot himself, and he's going to get even more tied up. So it doesn't look good for him. In the past, as it relates, ooh, that's no good. Death, rebirth. Well, the rebirth is good. Okay. Top of the reading. King of Wands. This is my overseas information. Is it just England? To me, it doesn't feel like it's just England, but that's just me. Three of Pentacles. They're going to be tying things together with other people. They're going to bring in other people that'll tie all this stuff in. It's just not him. Internally, the Ten of Cups. Really? But the question is, will this come over and implicate U.S. pumpkinhead politicians? And we get the Democratic card. Comfort, family. In the external position, we get the Page of Cups. This is news coming from an unexpected source. This is news coming from when pigs fly. It's going to come out. Hopes and fears, slow or fast? This is a slow-moving knight, dropping information as he walks. Little bits, pieces, little bits, little bits. Got this piece of information, that piece of information. And the final outcome of Andrew and his spilling information on to U.S. people. Ooh, someone's happy. The Queen of Wands. Bringing forth some new information. Got the Empress card. So is this Russia too that's going to be involved with this? But certainly it's a world card with her in this deck. And the Ace of Swords. This deck, it's more intuitively, it's more tapping into our third eye, but it's still the Ace of Swords. It's still knowing we need to do something. So I don't see, I'm not looking at prison or anything. I'm just seeing a lot of information coming out. With this King of Wands, with the Queen of Wands, with the Empress. Yeah, at the base of this, the Emperor's involved. I do have him getting in legal trouble. It's going to throw his world upside down with the Hanged Man. And that's a good card. The Tower moment. And it's got the world implications to bring it down. Andrew is, he's got a lot. We may not see it right away, but the underlying energy of this spread where information is finally coming out, and it starts with, oh, you sold some secrets, oh, where'd the money go? Oh, how did it get from here to there to world to Russia to whatever? And then if nobody's being charged in the U.S., but they were so involved with it, how's that going to make other world leaders feel? What was it in the Epstein emails to Ghislaine that said, hey, how come that dog hasn't barked, or something like that? When pigs fly. The underlying energy is not good for this guy, the fascist leader. Because he's got legal implication, he's going to be hung upside down, he's got the Tower moment, and it's world energy, completion energy. What do you think of that, Psychic Duck? I think his goose is cooked. From your beak to God's ears. So, we are learning a lot how we manage this time. Take a deep breath. Have some chocolate? That might be good. Okay, let's do one just to leave for the energy. Just throw some energy cards. I'm going to stick with this deck. No, I'm not. I'm going to switch decks. This deck. Oh, through the eyes of soul. Through the eyes of soul. Embrace enlightenment. Mount Shasta. I've been feeling calling for Mount Shasta. Okay, Mount Shasta. Okay, what do we need to focus on? God, now I'm on just focusing on Mount Shasta and the crystalline energies and the vibrations of that place. if we were more focused on our luminous crystalline energy, and we can't be 100% because we're still 3D, we're still here. We choose to come down here. Somebody told me to come down here, though. They go, no, you go down there, Danny. I go, no, it's not my turn. No, it's your turn. Go down. Is it really my turn? It wasn't. And here I am. Just joking. Just joking. All right. Crystalline energy. How do we deal? What do we deal with this time? Final cards. 3 cards. Come on now. Unbelievable. You heard me shuffling. Same card. Embrace enlightenment. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. Okay. Okay, I'll show you. You're going, what are you talking about, Danny? I'm talking about embrace enlightenment. Well, how do we do that? Sometimes you purify your surroundings. Now, if I grew a beard and I put my antlers on, somebody gave me, I'll show you, I'll see if I can pull them up and show you. Come on, Danny. There you go. See my antlers up there? Where is it? Up there. Right there. Somebody gave me those when I first started my channel. And I went, oh. They look a little girly to me, but anyway, they have roses on them. And well, see, she's got a rose. I should wear those and do a meditation on them instead of just receiving the energy from afar. And when I did put them on, I got tinglies. I was vibrating. Anyway, purify your surroundings. What do we have that is too toxic in our world? In our world, I'm meaning in our little worlds, in what's around us. I mean, I cleaned up my desk and it's still got all this stuff, but it's important to me. Yeah. All right, so but I do get it too crowded sometimes. Be courageous. Truth conquers all. Embrace enlightenment, purify your surroundings, be courageous, truth conquers all. I love this, love this. I don't know, I should read what that is up there. Is it Shambhala? Did I say that right? Shambhala? Anyway, that's it. That's it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for being here. Psychic Duck, anything else you want to say? Nope, that's it. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy your weekend. Peace and love.